I'm back. It's something to watch Sunday. It's a new year. It's season 5. And feel free to subscribe. But thank you for watching thus far. And welcome to something to watch Sunday. I slept really early yesterday. I had a really nice rest, even though I woke up randomly in the middle of the night at like midnight, but I had a lovely rest. I woke up at 6:30 and then I rolled back into bed because I was like, no, I need more sleep. What is going on? What is the pressure for? So I finished off that movie, The Great Flood. I found the name of it. It's called The Great Flood on Netflix. I finished off that movie. I watched a couple of TikToks, scroll. I uploaded a TikTok which was super AI, which was really cool. And then I ate my popcorn. And then I just... Well, I was also thinking yesterday that I wanted to add on to what I wanted to say. What I was saying yesterday was all about not associating myself with people that want to bring me down, and I'd rather be alone than be surrounded by people that don't like me. Well, the thing with that is that right after I posted that, I went on my TikTok and then I saw this other lady, she's so beautiful, saying that everything is not about jealousy and not everyone is jealous of you. And it's just like, it doesn't really have to do, it doesn't always have to do with your looks, but it has to do with everything of how that person who's targeting you feels about themselves. You know, we are not in other people's minds. We never will be. We are not in those moments of theirs when they have their downfalls, when they're being bullied themselves. So we're not there, so we don't know how they think and how they'll like take things, you know. So for someone to say, well, not everyone is jealous of you, well, we're not in other people's minds, and it would be a little bit foolish to just let that run over your head, that other people don't have agendas and people are not trying to make you feel some type of way because they feel some type of way about themselves. So yeah, not everyone can be jealous of you, but you can sort of like ignite this feeling of inadequacy in others just by being present, and that might send them into this brainstorming loophole of like, okay, I'm gonna try and do something, I'm gonna try something here, I'm gonna humiliate you, so it's not always about being jealous, but then you never know how you make other people feel, even without you saying a word, right? You can be intimidating. You can have something about you where everyone looks at you, and some people don't have that, you know, some people don't. I mean, everyone wants attention. Who doesn't want to be fawned upon, doted on? Who doesn't want people to see them as a leader? Like, I'm sure a lot of people do. But sometimes being around people, and if you don't really know yourself and you're not secure in yourself, you can ignite feelings and you can feel some type of way when someone is in your presence. And then you get those people who are like, I don't know, there's something about her, I don't like her, I don't know what's wrong with her. And it's like, yeah, what is wrong with her? Like, why don't you like her? What's going on? Is it because it's the way other people look at her? Is it because in your head now, you've already created a storyline of all the attention she's gonna get when she walks in the room? And now you're like, I don't like her, she's too much, she's too weird. Like, you would never know what someone is thinking, and it would be very foolish and naive for someone to just be like, no, everyone is cool with me, everyone likes me. Right after I scrolled up, there was another video of this lady. She was doing a perm on her head, and her family members put nail, which is like a hair remover, in the relaxer. So she used it as normal, and then literally her hair gone. After she conditioned it, gone. And that was her family members, which is like, you have to understand that people are people first before they have this label that they have towards you. So it's like her family members literally put hair remover and hair remover into her relaxer, gave her the relaxer, and her hair was gone, and it was nothing. Right? You just never know how much someone wants to bring you down. You never know how much someone wants to make you feel some type of way and be the cause of why you are sulking. Be the cause of why you are feeling bad, because they never got over what happened to them, because they don't know how to get up and fix themselves and say, okay, that happened, but how am I gonna let that affect me? You know, am I gonna let that bully have power over me so much that I don't even live my life? Am I gonna let that bully have so much power over me that I'm not gonna be myself and love open-heartedly? I wonder. Which also has to do with the same thing with like relationships. It's all about letting people carry their burdens. I said this last year. Let them carry that cross, honey. Let them carry that cross. A lot of people don't want to carry their own cross. So what they're going to do is they're going to be like, since I was hurt, I'm going to make sure the next person who smiles in my face, I'm going to make sure you're hurt. And unfortunately, that's how some people think. And it's naive and a little bit foolish to just let that not sink in and let that just fly over your head and be like, not everyone's jealous of me. Maybe I'm just awkward. No, you're not awkward. You're just not going to perform for everyone. And that's okay. You're quiet, you're chilled. But a lot of people, you'd be surprised at how much, when they look at you, they want you to perform for them. They want you to dance, twerk, go down, routine. And it's like, no, I just met you. I want to actually observe you and get to know you as well, and not fawn over you and, oh, my leader. You'd be surprised at how many people would love that treatment. The same way everyone is treating I Show Speed in South Africa. I mean, not that he does not deserve the love and the attention. I mean, he has 47 million subscribers. That is a big deal. Not that he has not worked for that and he doesn't deserve that, but it's like people were following him from Cape Town to Joburg. Like, wait, you're catching the next flight just so that you can find out where he's at? And I mean, I understand it's for content, but it's like, come on, you're how can I say, you're doing all of this monkeying around in front of him, trying to dance around him, trying to twerk around him, and you just can't just hang around him, just hang around him. You gotta, let me tell you about myself and who I am, and yeah, this is me. And no, you'd be surprised at how many people want to be treated like I Show Speed, and they want people to follow them and be like, yes sir, yes ma'am. And you don't want to be that person who's naive and like, oh no, oh, everybody loves me and everybody doesn't have an agenda. Like, you have to make sure that you protect yourself, and it's not out of fear or anything like that, but it's out of making sure that you have your own boundaries. I'm also learning that as well. I literally, for me, it's like I have an open heart. I used to have this open heart where I wasn't really so like judgmental. I wasn't really questioning people. Like, okay, why are you here? What do you want from me? I was really just like, oh, you're chilled. You're a person just like me. And now that I'm older now and I've been through enough experiences where I've been tested and I've been tested on how I'm going to react to how other people crossing my boundaries, if I'm going to seek revenge or if I'm going to make sure I take accountability and be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be so nice. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be so forgiving. When someone crosses me, I shouldn't just go back and chill out and it's funny. Like, no. I also was tested, and now that I'm 29 and I feel like it's my Saturn return, I actually want to take myself serious. I'm too nice and too, oh, it's chilled, oh, it's fine. Oh, you didn't mean that. Oh, you were just having a... I was making excuses for those other people, which is not a good thing. You know, you gotta see people for who they are. See if you're gonna vibe with them. And if you don't, remove yourself. There's no point in sitting there and trying to mend and fix and mold. And no, it's not your job. If you are water and oil with someone, you're water and oil. You don't mix unless you're making pasta. And that's how you gotta see things. And it's not me being negative or me being standoffish. It's now me being like, you know what, I'm gonna protect myself. Because like, if I ask you what your agenda is, you probably won't tell me the truth, right? Because you obviously want to keep me around. And I understand that. I understand that you want a punching bag, but I'm not gonna be a punching bag. I'm not going to volunteer to be a punching bag to make you feel better, because I remind you of a high school bully that you haven't confronted, even now as you're in your adulthood. I'm not going to stick around because you want to punish me, because you can't find your high school bully anymore. You can't find them to say, remember me. So now you're going to find the one that reminds you of that, and now you're going to attack me. No. And I think it's so important for everyone. You need to hold your boundaries so high. Okay? I want people to fear you. Because there's no point in egging on and accepting someone. You have to sort of teach them how to treat you. And if you're unhappy, get up, move away, get up, leave. And it's not so easy, I understand. Because sometimes people are in abusive relationships, but it's like, yeah, the first sign of nonsense, get up and leave. Don't keep sitting there and hearing them out and, I'm going to change. No, you're not going to change. You've always been this person, you've just been masking it. And now you expect me to be like your mommy, just be like, oh, my baby, it's okay. However you treat me, I'll love you regardless. And I'm not your mom. I'm not your mom. You'd be surprised at how many people will do things because to strangers at that, to people that aren't their biological mom, people that aren't their parents. Stop it. They'll do things to sort of like, because they didn't get that love from them or that attention, and they'll do that to you. And they'll think, oh no, it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. I just want to constantly not feel bad for setting boundaries. I want to not feel bad for, if you're going to isolate me, babe, I'm going to isolate you too. You know, and that's just that. I think it's okay to not pander and fawn over people who are not treating you the way you want to be treated. And that's okay. And you should give yourself that love and give yourself that respect and not feel guilty. Because as women, it's almost like a thing of, it's okay, bully me, I'm a punching bag. I'm your punching bag. And it's like, no, I'm not your punching bag. Whatever feelings you have, go seek help. Paint, draw, beatbox, go dance, go do something to release that energy. Reiki healing, honey. Go find help. Go tour the world for a few months and see how other people live, and you know, you don't have to make me your punching bag and I'm just gonna accept it. And I think that's so important, you know, because you can't let things pass through people and say, no, they would never do that to me. Their family, they would. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. And you have to equally be as cold and equally be as like, okay, I don't care about you. Okay, I don't care about you. That's the attitude you need to have. The same way they don't care about you and they expect you to please love me. You have to be like, okay, sorry, I don't have it. I don't have the love that you want me to give you regardless of the way you're treating me, because you can't figure yourself out. And that's how it goes in this world. It's a little bit harsh, but unfortunately you have to put your shield on. And if you're struggling to set boundaries and you feel guilty, you need to not give a damn. You need to start doing that. The same way those people don't feel guilty for making you a punching bag and doing weird things and isolating you, you also need to be like, okay, you're not part of my clique. You're not part of my clique, because people will do things because they want to reenact what had happened to them. So if they were isolated, if they were pushed out 20 years ago and they felt as though, oh, no one wants to be my friend, guess what they're going to do? They're going to find someone who is chilled out, minding their business, and they're going to try and do that to you. They're going to be like, okay, now I'm going to isolate you the same way they isolated me. Now I'm going to do that. And you're going to take it the same way I took it for years. And I didn't sleep at night for years. No, baby, it's not going to work. It's not going to work here. It's not going to work with me. And listen, you're watching this, I don't give a damn. I think I love being private, especially with the things that I love to do. I'm not gonna go and tell people that I already know don't want me to succeed. Like, I'm gonna keep posting though, and you're gonna keep watching, and that's all I need, the views. But I'm not gonna look, I'm starting my channel, I'm a creator, I'm not. No, you can find me on the internet, sweetie. And if you feel like I'm leaving you out, then that's what it is. I'm leaving you out. It's purposely done. I know what I'm doing. So don't be surprised, but keep watching. And that's all I have to say for today. Thank you for watching Something to Watch Sunday. Keep your boundaries up, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna dance a little bit on my other channel and then edit and then post up. Bye.